Hi everyone, this is Smruti. Welcome to QA automation classes. So today we are going to look into the implementation part of the ITestListener interface. In last session we have gone through the theoretical session like what are the listeners, what is most importantly we have discussed about the ITestListener interface and what are the methods available and when they are going to get executed, and today we will be looking into the practical implementation of the ITestListener interface. So we'll first start with the let's go to the IntelliJ and see, and in order to implement that we have to first create a class that will implement the ITestListener. So this is like a reusable method, so we'll be going to use the automation utils package, and inside that package we are going to create a class. So you can give any name. I'll say custom listener, so you can give any name you want. So give as custom listener, enter. So now the public class custom listener got created, and here we have to say like custom listener, it is going to implement the ITestListener. So implements, let's say implements ITestListener, right? So if you see, it is coming from org.testng, right? Yes, so it is coming from the org.testng. It will get imported. Double click on this one, it will get imported, right? Yes, so imported. So now we have to, like, whenever we implement any interface, we have to provide the body for the unimplemented methods, right? So here we have seen, right, so many methods were there. So here in our test case we are going to execute only two methods. Okay, one is the on test success and on test failure. Okay, and on test failure, these two we are going to use. Okay, so on test success and on test failure. So let's go to the IntelliJ and start implementing them. So now you can go to the code. Okay, you can directly write or you can go to the code and then say implement methods. Okay, click on implement methods and it will show you the list of the available methods. And now in this window we have to select only those two methods, on test success and on test failure. Control, first select on test success, control, and click on the on test failure, and then we have to make sure this insert at the rate override is clicked. Okay, and click on OK. Click on OK, and now you see those two methods with the body is displayed here. So now for both the methods we have to define the method body. So let's delete the whatever the default method body was there. We have to give our actual method body, right? So on test success, what should happen? So since we are creating the listener, this listener is going to listen to a particular event. So there are two things which is going to happen, like on test success what should happen and on test failure what should happen. So now I'm concentrating on test success method, right? So in this method what should happen when there is a test success, right? So right, so we'll say we'll add some changes to our reporting and the on test success, and on test failure we'll say, so whenever it is failing we'll call the screenshot method, capture screenshot method, and we'll print that in the red color, right? So let's go to the on test success. So we'll say let's the base steps, right? So in the base steps dot, right? So dot extend, so test, so take the test, extend test, right? Dot log. Okay, so what exactly we are going to log here, right? So earlier if you have seen, we have the status.info, you might have seen, right? So now here we have started.pass, fail, so many options are there. So here we'll go with the pass case, right? So status.pass, if you see fail, pass, skip, warning, everything is there, right? So we are going go with the status.pass. Okay, so status.pass, and here this is the pass case. Okay, pass. And now, okay, so right. So we are going to use markup label. Okay, so sorry, that is markup helper dot get level, right? So markup helper is coming from the com.abstract.extend report dot markup helper dot create level. So we are going to create a label, right? So in the report you can see a label, right? Create a label, and what exactly it will have. So it takes two parameter, right? So string text and extend color. So what text you are going to give and what is the color, right? So we are going to provide the text as what is the result dot so we are going to get the name of the method, right? So result dot get name, right? So dot result dot get name. Okay, so get the name dot, right, to uppercase. So just we are just want to show it in the form of the uppercase, right? So yes, uppercase, and right, then we'll say plus. Okay, plus, we'll mark that as the pass, right? So pass, let's say capital. Okay, so we'll mark that as the pass, and then what we'll say, extend color dot green, right? So after marking that with the pass, we'll again put a comma. Okay, so let's say extend. Okay, so color dot green. So whatever you want to say, this is a pass case, so I'm putting that the green color to it. Okay, so this is what you say when it is passed, right? So I can do one thing like this. So extend color dot green. So similarly, when on test failure, right? So on the test failure, what we want to do, we want to call the uh, capture screenshot, as well as we have to how we are showing this in the green, right? This is passed and this is failed. Also, we can show in the red color. Sorry, excuse me. Okay. So now how to do that? So here also same thing. Base types dot. So before that, let's say base types. Okay. Dot test dot log, right? Dot log, and inside the log will say status dot fail, right? So here it is fail status dot fail. So if the status is going to get failed, right? So then what we're getting result dot get throwable dot get message. So why exactly it is failed, we're going to get that information, get message. Okay, so then next step would be we have to put that in the red color actually, right? So control C, control V, some parameter we need to change. So base type dot test dot log dot status dot, instead of pass it will go as fail. Okay, fail. So fail. Okay, and markup helper dot create level result dot get name dot to uppercase, and here we'll say fail. Okay, fail, and extend dot color we will change to red. Okay, so now in case of the pass we are having one test logging in, and in case of the fail we are having the two test login. So two statuses we're logging in, right, into the extend report. So now the code is ready, right? The listener is ready, but I already told you we have to add the listener at the class level or at the suit level. So for that we need to since we are going with the suit level, that means we need a testng.xml file. So how to generate this testng.xml file? It's so simple. Go to your test class, right click on it, and let's see, there should be one option called create testng.xml. Create gist, maybe down. What is create testng.xml? Compare create gist. Okay, 1 minute. So right click, new, Java file, local history, git, compare with, oh, sorry, create gist, convert Java to Kotlin. But where is that file? It should show. Okay, we'll see. So we don't see create testng.xml because the respective plugin is not available. Let's go and verify that if the plugin is there or not. So settings, plugin installed, or is the testng, create testng. So testng is there, but create testng is not there, right? Okay, so let's see. Let's type that one. So create testng, create testng XML. Okay, Felix. Okay, so yes, we can download this one. So install third party plugin. The following plugin aren't coming from the JetBrains. Okay, that's okay. Accept. Installed. Okay. Scanning files to index. Okay, so let's wait for some time. Okay. Okay, so now let's come to list, and let's say right click on this one. See, create testng.xml, right? Okay, so click on this one. Okay, not generating. Okay, why? Create testng.xml. Process result, testng c, workspace IntelliJ selenium framework, testng.xml. It's saying it is getting generated. So let's see. Oh, I think we need to refresh it. Okay, so let's see. Reload from disk, expand it. See, the testng.xml is already generated here. So okay, so suit name all suit test. Okay, so this is the default one, right? Okay, so then classes, inside the classes we have the class, and within the class we have the methods, and then classes tag ends, test ends, and suit ends. Okay, so this is nothing but your testng.xml that got created, and this is you can manually type in or right click on the test case. If you have the multiple test cases, you can select them and right click on them and send, like when you do the create testng.xml, a new testng.xml file will get created like this, and it will have the all the class name listed over there, right? So if you see, okay, let me put like this, include name, include, and methods. Okay, fine. So if you see the class name we have mentioned over here, tc01 open login page. If I go to source and if we open main, not main, sorry, test and Java, and if you see the test class, this is the one, tc01 open login page. So the fully qualified package name with the class name is listed over here, and then method. What is the method inside that? If you open this test case only, you'll see open login page, right? So open login page is present, right? So this is your testng.xml that has been created. So but what we need to do here, we need to configure our listener, right? So we have to configure our listener over here. So how to configure the listener? So to configure the listener, we can say after suit name, right? So all test suit, you can give any suit name, right? Whatever you want, and after that we can say uh, listeners, right? Listeners tag we have to add. So let's say listeners. Okay, it's already coming, listeners. Okay, so inside the listeners we have to have the listener class name, right? So let's say listener, yes, listener class name equals to, so what exactly is the class name? We have to give the our automation custom listener class name, right? So for that one we have to give the complete fully qualified name, right? com dot automation exercise dot automation utilities. Okay, dot, let's say automation. Okay, so this is com, right? Okay. So com dot, let me write it one more time. So let's say com dot automation exercise dot automation utilities dot, okay, base steps and custom listener. I say custom listener. Okay, so this is the custom listener, we are going to add it. Okay, and custom listener slash listener and listeners completes, correct, perfect. Okay, so this is how we have added the custom listener to the our listener class, right? Listener class name we have added to testng.xml. But now if you see our test cases, right, if you see our test, so we have only one test, right? Open login page, there is only one test and it is pass test case, right? It is going to pass. But in order to verify that, we can do one thing, we can create another test and we'll just try to fail it. Let's say how exactly it is happening, right? So we'll say at the rate test one more time, at the rate test. Okay, so here let's say one method public void, and let's say sample failed test, sample failed test. Just I'm just showing, this is not actual test. Okay, so sample failed test. Okay, and here inside this what we're going to do, so again test equals to extend dot create. Okay, so method name we can copy these two actually, method name and extend test. Okay, and test dot log also we can put. Okay, one test dot log, and assign category also we'll put. Okay, let's copy these things and then we'll just do a asset failure or something, right? String method name. Okay, so get method name, it will get the method name as sample fail test. And now the second thing is string class name is not needed at all. Okay, so let's remove this one from here, and extend dot create test method name. So here let's say sample failed test case, sample failed test case. Okay, test, let's put test case, and log dot test dot log status dot info, right? So let's say starting second failed test run. Okay, second failed failed test run. Sorry, failed test run. Okay, and earlier we have smoke test. Let's say it's a regression or sanity, something you can say sanity test. Okay, let's say, so now at least we can see two tags will be there or categories will be there, right? And we have to fail it. How to fail it? The simple asset dot asset true, and here you give a false condition, right? So if you say this is gonna fail for sure it's gonna fail, right? And now if you see in the test class, this is a test class and we have two test method. One is the open login page, another one is the word sample fail test. Since we are going to run the testng.xml this time, so we have to include this method over there also, this test method, right? So if you go to the testng.xml, you see only one method is there, open login page, right? So similarly you can have one more. So instead of open login page, you can copy that method name there. Okay, from there sample failed test. Okay, so just put it here. Okay, so now method stack close. Okay, so now we can run this one and we can see how it is failing or not, right? Let's see. Control S. So run testng.xml. Okay, okay, so let's run this one and see. So browser from the properties file is Chrome, already took. Now let's wait for the execution to happen. So two test cases. One test case is going to the sign up or login page and verifying the page title, and the second one is just like just going through this method, test method, and just filling it. Okay, two things. Let's see. Okay, browser instantiated. Now we're heading to the website, maximizing the window, click on sign up or login and close. Okay, so cool. So let's see the report. So I'll just show you test run 2 passes 1 failures 1. Okay, so we'll see the detailed reporting now, what are the things are getting changed in the next session. Okay, so because that will take some time, it's already time for this session. So in the next session we'll analyze what are the changes to the reporting, and one failed one pass, how can we see all those details. Okay, so if you guys are really liking these sessions, I'll request you to subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends and the colleagues so that they can also get benefited out of it. And please feel free to put your questions in your comment. If you like the content, then please encourage me by sharing your feedback. Okay, so we'll meet in the next class. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.